Thank you. The Honorable Member for Kamfisa.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I will restrict my debate this evening to the issues to do with mining. And particularly, Madam Speaker, I will draw the House to page 14. On page 14, Madam Speaker, the first paragraph, the President refers to a commitment in addressing the challenges affecting operations at Mopani and KCM. Unfortunately, Madam Speaker, the measures are not elaborated, and as a result of the failure to elaborate these steps, it will be important, Madam Speaker, that we have a conversation around Mopani and KCM. As I debate, Madam Speaker, I want to put it on record that I was privileged to have worked for Mopani Copper Mines. After leaving university, Madam Speaker, my first assignment was at Mopani Copper Mines. And there's something very special about Mopani Copper Mines, and I think it applies to KCM as well. The fact that for many years, Madam Speaker, Zambian engineers have been groomed to manage these mines. And I'm sure the Minister of Infrastructure, who has been privileged to have worked for the mines, will agree with me that Zambia has produced a lot of well-qualified engineers, well-experienced engineers who have the capacity to run these mines. So on the issue of competences, on the issue of the ability by Zambians to run these mines, Madam Speaker, we can never doubt the abilities of Zambians to run these mines. And I'm very certain that starting with KCM, coming into Mopani, we have the right mining engineers, we have the right mechanical engineers, and we have the right electrical engineers. So point number one, Madam Speaker, is that Zambia has the competences to run these mines. Where does the challenge come in as far as these mines are concerned, Madam Speaker? The first challenge that we have is the issue of recapitalization. What I would have hoped the President should have done in his speech is to indicate that government intends to recapitalize these mines. And I know recapitalization is a financial term. The experts will tell us what does recapitalization mean. From my perspective, Madam Speaker, recapitalization can mean finding a partner. Recapitalization can mean government injecting resources. The whole point is the issue of resources to run these particular mines. And I am aware, Madam Speaker, that last month or the other month, ZCCM-IH did authorize Mopani Copper Mines to borrow $15 million from Indo-Zambia Bank for purposes of managing some of the operational challenges that the mine is facing. Madam Speaker, $15 million is not enough. What the mine needs, and I think the experts have already guided, is that we should have injected a minimum of $50 million on a monthly basis purely to enable our Zambian engineers run this mine. Unfortunately, Madam Speaker, as I read what's on page 14, I have not read any part where government is telling us how much money will be injected into Mopani and into KCM. So my first suggestion, Madam Speaker, even as the Minister of Mines is called upon at an appropriate time to come and give a statement on this matter, is that government needs to spell out a very clear policy on recapitalization. Does government want to recapitalize these mines, or does government want to sell these mines? I think it's important that we are guided so that even as we debate this particular matter, Madam Speaker, our debate is aligned to the policies that government wants to implement in the area of mining at Mopani and Konkola copper mines. Like I said earlier on, Madam Speaker, we need to see more commitment from government, especially on this particular aspect. As I wind up my debate, Madam Speaker, on Mopani and KCM, I want to remind our colleagues on the other side. I do recall, Madam Speaker, that whenever elections were due in Zambia, one of the prominent things that we used to see from our investors in the mining sector is to take these mines on care and maintenance. Now, what used to happen, Madam Speaker, is that 1 week before Parliament is dissolved, you would hear Mopani announce, we are going on care and maintenance. Madam Speaker, that was pure blackmail to push government to do away with certain taxes. And I'm predicting here today, Madam Speaker, that if these mines are left in the hands of foreigners, without Zambians having a stake through ZCCM-IH, I can predict that come 2025, some of these mines, if offloaded, again will have the same problem of these mines being placed on care and maintenance. And I want to appeal to government that there are so many lessons you can learn from some of the challenges that were faced in the past and how some of these challenges were dealt with. I think the decision of government at that time, Madam Speaker, to allow Zambians to run these mines was in the best interest of the Republic. It was to ensure that there's job security. It was to ensure that those many Zambians in Mufulira, in Kitwe, and other places where these mines are operating do not lose their jobs in the run-up to the elections. And I want to repeat, Madam Speaker, when Zambians run the mines, there is no blackmail of job losses in an election year. We've seen it happen, and we do hope that government takes the necessary steps to ensure that these mines remain in the hands of Zambians. My appeal, as I wind up debate, Madam Speaker, is that we need to hear a statement on recapitalization. The whole essence of Zambians running these mines is to ensure that we give them the resources. We give Engineer Sakanya the resources at Mopani. We give the engineers at KCM the resources to run these mines. These are Zambians that have got the skills. These are Zambians that have got the competences. And these are Zambians that have got the experience. I am hopeful, Madam Speaker, that if we speak the same language of recapitalization, whether we find a partner or whether we inject resources, the whole idea, Madam Speaker, is to get Zambians to run these mines. And I can vouch for the Zambians that are running these mines. We give them money, Madam Speaker, these mines will be profitable. I beg to move.